Hey y'all, today is the first day of spring. Yay! Spring is finally here officially, and that makes me really happy and really excited. But anyway, I know I've been telling you all, oh, I've got 23 varieties of tomatoes and 14 varieties of peppers and all these herbs and things, and I've told you about a few of them, but I haven't actually taken the time to do a video and show you and tell you exactly what varieties we're growing. So I've been wanting to do that, and today I have a few minutes out here to go ahead and do that and show you what I've got growing. And my seeds are all over the table because I've been working with them, and while I had them out, I thought, okay, well, let me go ahead and do this video. I have my list and my seeds, and I'm just gonna go through and kind of tell you and show you what I've got going on. So I'll start with my tomatoes because, like I said, I have 23 varieties growing. So I had made notes of how many I was starting of each, and for the tomatoes, for the most part, I did like 5 cups each, which means 10 starts. And then the peppers, I did some of them at like 3 cups and 2 cups, and then in the end I think I ended up doing 5 cups of a lot of them, just because I could. So anyway, but let me go through my list, and I'll go ahead and go through I have the tomatoes sorted by brand for no particular reason. I just have them out like that. So I have, from In My Gardener, I got Cherokee Purple because that is like our all-time favorite. I think everybody loves Cherokee Purple. I've never met anybody who didn't like Cherokee Purple. So that is one of our favorites, and I'm really hoping for good germination. Unfortunately, they were in the front of the greenhouse, and we had the catastrophe with the heater going out, and so a lot of the seedlings I had up for them did not make it, but I've replanted, and I'm really hoping that we get good germination out of those. So that's that. And then I've got Kellogg's Breakfast, which I've wanted to grow for a couple of years, and I finally got them this year. I've just heard such good things. They're just a really big tomato, so I am a sucker for big tomatoes. I love to grow giant tomatoes. The Abe Lincoln, I've also heard really good things about that, the flavor and the size, so I went with them. And the Hillbilly, again, same thing. Basically everything I've heard great things about, and I wanted to try it. And then I had Romas, which these seeds I bought in probably 2012. But I figured they're Romas, they're organic. They should be good. I don't know about the germination rate on them with them being older, but it doesn't really matter. So, I mean, I probably picked these up at the store, probably at Walmart or somewhere, a Tractor Supply. But like I said, they're from the 2012 gardening year, but why not, you know? And then from Seeds for Generations, I have Pineapple Tomato, which they actually stuck in there as a freebie to me, and I didn't order it, but I'm glad that they did because we grew these several years ago and we really liked them. They're pretty cool tomato. They're kind of a variegated color, and they're really cool. Black Creme is another one that we've grown in the past, and we all just like the rich flavor. The Black Prince tomato sounded really good and looked really good, so they're small, like salad-sized tomatoes, so we thought we would try that. Amish Paste, just a good tomato for saucing. We always like those. And then this one was called the Great White, and they get big and they're like a whitish yellow color. And they say they have a really good flavor too. So I went ahead and tried those because why not, right? And then the Paul Robinson was one that Jess over at Roots and Refuge had highly suggested, and it's like apparently a very favorite of a lot of people. So I went ahead and got that. Just plain old pink brandywine. And these are all from Baker Creek, these seeds right here. San Marzano, I like those for pasting. We have used those in the past, and they've done really well for sauce tomatoes. The green and black vernissage are like a cherry-sized tomato. They're very small, and these were free seeds from Baker Creek, and we went ahead and we've grown them before, and they're pretty good. The kids like to just pull them off and eat them, so I had them. I thought we'll do them. The Homestead tomato is another one that I've heard really good things about. Oh, this is an old pack of Cherokee Purple. It's actually empty, but I've got the In My Gardeners. I just had these in with my seeds. These I'm really excited about. The Blue Goldberries are from Wild Boar Farm. Baker Creek sells them, but again, Jess said they were really good, and I just like, they're a cool color. These Atomic Grape, Brad's Atomic Grape, really cool colors. Wanted to try them. Another Wild Boar Farm Solar Flare. Again, just want to try it because it's cool looking. Dad's sunset tomatoes, we've grown them in the past, and they're not a huge tomato, but they've got good flavor, and my girls love them. So they each have their own they've started in there. The Floridade, we bought these when we were in Florida because they're supposed to grow really well there. Nothing grew really well there for us, so we didn't get a chance to try these out. So we thought, well, why not? Well, we have them, we'll plant them. And again, the Mortgage Lifter is another one I've been trying to grow for the last several years. But in Florida, like I said, we just had a terrible time trying to grow anything. And I really wanted to grow these, and I have really good germination in there for these. I'm excited to finally get to grow these and see how they do. They're supposed to be a really huge tomato and just one of the more popular tomatoes. So I'm trying to fit everything in my seed box that I got at the dollar store the other day. It's pretty. They had bigger ones. I'm probably gonna have to go back and get a bigger one at some point. This is the Earth, Laughs, and Flowers. I just thought it was pretty, and it worked well for what I'm doing, what I need. So I'm gonna put my seeds in here, and then I will go through my peppers and tell you. Oh, and then this is not a pepper or a tomato, it's a tomatillo. It's a pineapple ground cherry, or tomatillo, and it's another thing that I've been trying to get to grow for the last couple of years, and I just couldn't seem to get them to grow for me very well. So I'm excited to hopefully get some of those this year. A poblano pepper, we love peppers, so I'm just doing quite a few different types. Those are really good for roasting or stuffing. A Horizons Bell is just an orange bell. I love bell peppers, and I like to grow different colors because they're fun to grow. I love colorful things. The Serrano hot pepper, we're hoping to do some of our own hot sauce, and I'm also going to do some chili powders and dry them and things like that. Cayenne long slim, I am a big fan of cayenne for herbal purposes. I mean, for seasoning too, but I like them for the benefits for different herbal reasons, so I'm excited to grow them and preserve them. Banana peppers are probably one of my favorite peppers, and we like to pickle them. They're so good. And then a hot habanero, just because we can. I don't like super hot as much. Some of the kids really like hot, but me, not so much. But anyway, but that's okay. We'll grow it for them, and it'll be hot. A sweet bell, actually these are an old pack of seeds. I think that we had a newer pack, and I don't know why I used them, and I may have thrown the pack away, but I know that I have California Wonder peppers. Chinese 5 colors are really pretty. They're ridiculously hot. My kids love them, and they wanted to grow them, so I said okay. When I had first ordered seeds and I wasn't going to order anymore, I forgot to get pepperoncinis, and so when we were at Rural King, we found these pepperoni seeds. So I went ahead and bought them, although I ended up ordering more seeds. I probably could have just ordered them, but I typically don't buy seeds, just grab them, buy them at the store like that, because I like to order from specific places, but they had them and I wanted them, so I went ahead and got them. Paprikas were one that we forgot to order, so we had to go back and order, and we're gonna be, I'll do some smoked paprika and some not smoked. We'll roast some, we'll smoke some, hopefully, that's the plan at the moment, and then we'll dry and make powder out of them. The Arroz con Pollo is a seasoning pepper. It resembles habanero, but it doesn't have any heat. The seeds I think have heat, but if you remove the seeds, but this was one that Jess at Roots and Refuge suggested, highly suggested, and said it was really good. So I'm excited about that. And then I saw this as well, the habanada pepper. And as you can see, the brands, this is Baker Creek, M.I. Gardner, Seeds for Generations are typically the 3 that I have right now. Anyway, the habanada is supposed to be, even the seeds aren't hot. So it's supposed to have all the flavor of a habanero, but without any heat. So I'm excited to do that because I like pepper flavor. I just don't like, I can do a little bit of spice, but I don't like a ton of spice. Jalapeno, we love to grow jalapenos. We always do that and pickle some, and so I'm really excited about that. And then we have the Anaheim chili, which I want to make canned chilies for like Mexican style dishes. So that's really exciting. We've got a ton going. Let me see if I missed anything. I have my box, like I said, my seeds. I have a bunch of seeds in here. I know this collection is nothing compared to what certain other people have, not mentioning any names. Jess, you have seriously got to go see Jess at Roots and Refuge collection. It's insane. It's awesome. It's drool worthy. Even everybody should be jealous of her seed collection. Jealous, but happy for her. not really jealous, just like, wow, that's what I aspire to. That's the kind of seed collection I aspire to have. I'm really happy for her, actually. So anyway, all right, and then my herbs and flowers, I've got zinnias. Again, this is one that I forgot to order, so I grabbed some at Tractor Supply. They're organic. They're gonna be great for the bees, and they're beautiful. I'll kind of go through my flower. Well, the flowers kind of all, for the most part, are herbs too, or have medicinal properties. So some of them are just for looks, and most of them are, you know, to use as well. So this is going to be wild bergamot or bee balm. Nasturtiums are always wonderful. They're edible. They have a peppery flavor. You can throw them in a salad, and they're really cool, and they just add some color and brightness. But they're great pollinators, and they help keep pests away, so that's always a good thing. Yarrow is a medicinal herb flower. Let's see, I'm trying to sort them by actual like herb versus flowers. All right, calendula, whatever you want to call it. When I looked up online that it said calendula, I usually call it calendula just because it's what I looked up and it told me. Google said. So anyway, this is just a mix, and these are going to be great for herbal purposes. Feverfew, echinacea or coneflower, borage, chamomile, sunflowers. The kids are really excited about the big mammoth sunflowers, so they have to start those. And let's see, what else do I have here? I think these are, okay, and St. John's wort, another flower herb, and then the rest of these are more herbs, like lemon balm, holy basil, tulsi is another name for it. And then we've got, what is this? Oregano. Oh yeah, I'm like, what is that? It is all full of oregano. Parsley, dill. I always try to do a lot of dill because we like to make a lot of pickles, and our dill pickled. Of course the cucumbers make pickles, and we love dill pickled okra. Like, I was scared to try it when we moved to Florida. Somebody's like, oh, you've got to have a pickled okra. And I was like, I mean, I love fried okra. Okra fried is like my jam. And I've always loved it since I can remember. I was a little girl and I used to eat it like crazy. But I was like, because, you know, it's slimy. It's like got the texture. And I was like, I just don't know about pickled. And I tasted it. Finally, Derek convinced me to taste it. He tasted it first. He was like, you're going to love this, babe. And since he knows how picky I am about food sometimes, so I trusted him. And it was like, blew me away. So I'm definitely going to do pickled okra. And then also, I haven't ever done dilly beans. So I have the intention of doing dilly beans this year. We'll see. I mean, beans are a staple for us. We can a ton of green beans usually. So once we get to the end of our, you know, preserving green beans for meals, then I might, if I have enough, I want to pickle some. So, but I really do want to try them. And then this was a free seed pack from Baker Creek when I ordered, and it's cinnamon basil. So I went ahead and started some of that. And then I had sweet basil from Seeds for Generations, and English thyme, broadleaf sage, and we're going to try to grow a ton of sage because we use it in our own sausage recipe. And so instead of having to buy it every year in bulk, I would love to be able to dry enough of our own to have it for our sausage. Plus, I think it will just taste a whole lot better. And then cilantro. We don't use a whole lot of cilantro, but I figure if we grow it, then we'll probably use more of it. Let me put these away in my box. And another day, when we get closer to in-ground planting season, I will go through my other seeds because we have, of course, all of our seeds are going in the ground. So I'll show you those another day, but that's it for today. That is all of our, everything we have started in here. So this is really exciting. I am like beside myself because I love gardening. I'm like so passionate and excited about gardening, and it was just so horrible in Florida for us to garden. I know people do it there successfully, but I guess it's just, I don't know. It was, I mean, we bought the fire ants and the heat and everything, and it was just such a different growing climate for us. I mean, we're used to here, and so we just really struggled so bad. It was so disheartening and disappointing, you know, because it's something that I just love so much, and it just failed. It was awful. But you know, it happens. It's life. It is what it is. And here we are. So I'm just so like overwhelmed with gratitude and thankfulness that things are, you know, going well. Our seedlings are looking good, aside from the whole incident with the heater getting turned off. Well, not turned off, but unplugged the other day. But we overcame that, and we started more seeds, and everything's going to be just fine. So I'm just so excited to successfully grow again and to preserve food. I mean, last year we canned green beans, and we did just now go through the last jar, but we haven't been eating them a whole lot. You know, we've kind of been saving them. So we haven't canned peppers. We did some pickles, not a lot, and we ate them really fast. They've been gone. Like before we moved, I think we ate them all. Yeah, I'm just excited. I am so stinking excited.